Hi everyone, this is a video review of Flame Toys, Kuro Kuri, Transformers, Rodimus Prime. I think this is my first review of one of these Flame Toys figures on YouTube. As you can see a nice picture of the toy on the front. Taking a look. Side, pretty much just a continuation of that picture on the front. Whoops. Tilted my camera there a bit. And on the other side. Top and bottom, pretty much the same words we see on the front. On the back, more pictures of the figure. And this is the edition, the mass retail version that is distributed by Bandai Namco, formerly called Bluefin. I think Bandai bought them now, and more pictures of him on the back. Yeah. So, I've taken a look at the box. I'm going to drain out the camera and look at the figure inside. And here is the figure out of the box. And I don't think this is Rodimus Prime in his More Than Meets the Eye comic book appearance from the IDW comics. I don't think seeing this on the internet or just pictures of it does it justice. I think you need to really feel it in hand to know how cool this thing actually is. I think this is the only official one that we got from... this and the model kit were the only official ones we got. I had the Shattered Glass convention exclusive version of the IDW third-party Rodimus from Mastermind Creations, which was when I first fell in love with the IDW design. And this very much is just a sleek, more detailed, sleeker, shinier version of that in robot mode. It just can't transform. Yeah, so take a look at this figure. Really like the big wings, sleek shoulders, really cool looking blasters on the sides of the arms. Really nice detail with the pipes on the legs, which is pretty cool. Even the back looks nice. It's a non-transforming figure. A lot of great color separation even on the back, even though it's mostly this orangey yellow and between orange and yellow color. Going over his accessories, they are in this box. See, it opens up nicely. You do get like the extra hands and such. In the first tray, more faces, some blasters here, and I'll show you what they're for. I get to the next thing in here. Then afterwards, see if I can... Actually harder to get this out when I'm just looking at it from the camera instead of directly. See more accessories here in this tray. Hold on. Before I do that. And on the bottom, it's just the display base, which pretty much all Flame Toys comes with. Fortunately, this can doesn't need it to stand, but it is an option they all come with. And these are pretty much the armor pieces. And as you've probably seen on the back of the box, you get this sort of Rodimus armored mode here, which I think you should try out. It's pretty cool. I'm not going to do this on camera in case something happens. I don't want to have to re-record it and put the armor on and back on. Maybe I'll do a separate video on the armored of the figure when it's armored, but I should tell you it's that though you might not like it from looking at the pictures, I didn't like these big shoulders. They just look like the front of his car mode or trailer. It feels very good once I got it in hand. And these big shoulders are necessary because you do put some thicker armor pieces on Rodimus. Those shoulders complement that form. And here are the armor pieces. I'll just show them off right now. I really like the blades. Probably my favorite, easily my favorite part of this. And then you just get, and the rest is just regular looking armor when you take off the pipes of Rodimus and put them on him. Accessories. You do get this sort of pseudo Star Saber thing. It's also a gun looking thing and a fishing rod. Also came with, as you can see in the instructions, also came with this sort of wire bait thing that you can connect on here. I haven't tried it yet, and I'll probably never use it. Just want to let you know it is there. Then you got these two guns. Embarrassingly enough, you notice that I still got the hands wrapped around it. It's kind of pain in the ass to get these on, so I wasn't going to take them off just to show them for the review. And these do combine. Take this. Take this. This is very similar to the Strike Freedom sort of gun. And then you push this in. Should, yeah, get easy together. Yeah, and the guns actually have wings, which is pretty cool. Yeah, back to the figure. Gonna go over the articulation. I'm not gonna go over all the degrees of movement because this is even more expensive than a Hot Toys figure, but I will show you how much articulation these Flame Toys figures typically have. And you might want to go through the instructions because it shows you all the little things you can do, like how you can extend these wings, get this little bit out. First thing I like about these Flame Toys figures, you get this flap out, and yeah, and move the hand up. And this way you don't ruin the symmetry of seeing these two tall shoulders, which is pretty cool. It doesn't collide with the back either. That's nice. That's what I like about these sort of Flame Toys or Gundam Metal Build figures. They have that option. And you can sort of a butterfly up and down movement. Maybe forwards and back. I'm not feeling it right now. Yeah, so arms go out, double jointed elbows, of course. Just like an ab. I think there's a bit of an ab crunch here. Let's mainly feel it at the bottom. Actually, I'll look over the instructions really quick. Okay, so it doesn't look like there's much of a diaphragm, much movement in the diaphragm. It's mostly down here. You can get it forwards, back tilt it backwards, then tilt it a little forwards. Actually, yeah, a bit forwards. It's not much movement in the diaphragm joint, but I did find out these do go forward and back. Rotates at the hip. Thigh swivel, legs go out, back and forth. There's this sort of neat sliding gimmick here. Well, not so much sliding. I think you're just moving this piece up. I'm gonna sort of this, and the same on the other side. You're really just moving this piece. I'm moving this joint pretty slowly, because sort of moving it with how much resistance I feel. Because once these get loose, they're pretty hard to tighten back up. Then ankle pivot, up and down. Those got some nice pistons here. And yeah, great articulation. I did look over the instructions for the wings. What I can remember, you can get these up a bit, go backwards, and I think I already showed it can extend forwards. You can pull this out a bit here, and that's really useful for when you get the big shoulder things on in the armor. So yeah, really cool looking figure. See if I can get posed with the accessories. And yeah, here he is with the gun and the sword. And this looks really badass when he's got the long sword and the long gun. Really badass. I usually have him, when I got him the sword, I have him holding both guns combined in the other arm, or I just have him holding the guns, half of one gun in one hand and the other half in the other hand. It's pretty cool. I recommend you have the sword holding it like this, because it's sort of balanced better that way rather than on this. And there's no way to get this piece out. You just got to wedge it into the fist as best you can. Unfortunately, as usual, these fingers are kind of tight. And if you look at the details here, yeah, they are sort of different pieces glued in. They're not one rubbery piece. So be careful with those. There is some articulation in the wrist. Pretty much every direction. You can go side to side, or up and a bit up, or down and a little up. There's some hands here if you wanted him to hold some of the weapons a bit more downward, but I think the articulation already does a pretty good job of that, and it's not like the sword is gonna fall backwards if you just have him holding in this hand. It did fall a bit like this handle isn't secure, so just hold it right here by this handle right here. One thing I usually, and I have had trouble with some other flame toys. I may be able to review my other ones someday, but with the elbow joints, they do get loose every time I play with them a lot. So far, no problems with this. I can hold even these big, heavy weapons really well. I hope Flame Toys has this sort of quality control moving forward with all their future figures and reissues. Now, this is a really expensive piece, um, probably costs more than you think this figure would be worth, but still, really great figure nonetheless. And let's see, joints feel better than Flame Toys usually do. Looks great, and very articulated, like most Flame Toys Transformers. Yeah, so all in all, very cool, very articulated figure that works very well. If you subscribe to my channel and like this video, I would appreciate it. That's it for my review. Bye.